Right, now moving on to dogs, we're going to do much the same as we did with cats, where we'll look at a potentially difficult pose and just show you how easy it is. Now the example I'm using here is called Poppy, and Poppy is my son Andy and my daughter-in-law Sarah's dog, and Poppy's aim in life is to be everybody's friend. She's quite mad and runs around like a maniac when she's let off the leash, and she's a real character. Now once you get into this measuring lark, isn't it strange how you find that so many parts of different animals' bodies are the same size? The head equals the length of the legs, the tail equals the length of the body, all depending upon the angle that you're looking at. Okay, a whole series of blocks and triangles for Poppy, but notice how the body and the head is constructed as a series of boxes, almost like a set of steps to get the correct angle. And yet again, it's a simple matter to ink in the realistic outline, ready to trace down. Right, now a mix of burnt umber and raw sienna is going to give us that nice medium strength tan colour for Poppy's legs. The black parts of the body again are that lovely mix of burnt umber and ultramarine blue, but quite strong. Now having put the body in a flat solid colour, I'm just being careful to touch in the black areas around the face and the ears, but again I'm not going into too much detail. But again, notice I'm not using a small brush. This is a fairly big number 8 size, which quite easily copes with even a small picture like this. And you can see how easy it is to create that shiny black coat just by lifting out some of the black colour on top of Poppy's back and along the top of her tail. You don't want it out completely, but just lift it out gently with a dampened brush and the paper towel. You can go back in again and lift it out if you're not satisfied with the results first time. Now just look at the photograph and really observe. See how little of her body is actually black. It's actually pale grey because that's the light reflecting on it. It's only when you get into the shadow areas that you see the true colour. Right, now I've put a bit of shadow on the floor, which is really no more than the burnt umber and ultramarine colour we use, with a little bit of permanent rose added. And talking of permanent rose, we put a large measure of it on that great big tongue of hers, which she uses to great extent whenever she meets people, to prove that she really does regard everybody in the world as her personal friend.